uh, that's a long, long way away. We're talking 8, 9 months away.
Ken, you gonna bother going back to the Okanagan now that you signed with LA and just hang out in Manhattan Beach? What's the Okanagan got on that?
Well, this Manhattan Beach, you know what? As a visiting manager, we come in, we land, and we bus downtown, and we stay downtown. The JW Marriott goes across the street and fly home the next day. There's a whole world out here that's never seen before. Manhattan Beach and Redondo and Hermosa Beach, and though it's 15 minutes, from our practice facility to where everybody lives. And there's no real traffic, so it's unbelievable. And I'm excited to be here and looking forward to getting going in September.
Pull out the roller skates. You got roller skates.
And a surfboard.
Doing curls on the beach.
Got a roller blade down to the beach and then take the surfboard for a trip.
Most important, where's your new golf membership?
Well, the good news is I've had some people reach out to me, so I'm going to be America's guest when I go play.
That's the way to do
it. You owe me a round. we did a home, but I haven't got his home yet.
Yeah, he's been home and home, so I still owe you a home game.
Thank you, Ken. Really appreciate your time. Wish you the best of luck moving forward here. And in no time, we'll be back in training camp. All the best, Ken.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks a lot.
Kenny Holland, one of the good ones, the National Hockey League.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Riviera,
but it's a lifestyle out there.
LACC.
Let's be honest. If that job opportunity comes up with that same team in that same division, but it's in a different city, he's not there.
I think that's fair.
Everybody keeps telling me that they would have had the highest price for Mitch Marner.
LA
King?
would have.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
should have probably asked.
I mean,
him.
he was right there.
I know he was right there.
Literally 1 second
What do
ago,
you
you
think
could
he's
ask.
going to say?
Wow, we can't comment on another team's player.
But
we had an offer out there.
God, every time when I was, of course, in my prime, single, the schedule would come out. It'd be, when are we in LA?
Yeah.
When are we in LA? And how long have we got? Is it one night or 2 nights? And
ideally, you'd like to have 2 games with a day off in between.
Oh, it was like the NHL's Disneyland.
Well, what year was it that the Leafs had a really good team and they went to their California trip with a good group, and Matthews, Marner, Nylander, those guys were just awful. They got skunked on the trip, and it's like, that makes sense.
I think that was early.
Yeah,
that was early.
Leafs' first year.
No, because I remember they lost to the Ducks in overtime, and the Ducks were horrendous, and we came back and we were firing creams.
There was
mad about that one.
There was this one story in the 90s when the Leafs were on an extended road trip in California, and they rented a car and went through a drive-through and got held up while they were waiting for their hamburgers.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. A few of them were at gunpoint.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wild West for nothing.
Well, my favorite
that
trips
old White Castle, I think, did them in.
My favorite is when the Phil Kessel sunburn Florida trips are always my favorite. Whenever they'd have a day off and they'd show him on the bench and he's just beat red. I'm like, we got no chance.
-5
we got no chance tonight. He's
the
been
worst I've
fishing
ever
and
seen
golfing.
is Adam Graves, who just, is Mr. perfect. He just never screws up. But this one day, he came in and I'm like, were you bobbing for French fries? His face was like,
it's actually funny we
red.
don't see it more.
Who was it that we had on that was like, you were hammering him for being sunburned? Oh, it was
Doug Armstrong.
Doug Armstrong.
Oh, yeah, Doug.
They were just at the NHL's general managers meetings. He had the something about Mary thing you said.
Did you? So before we move on, go to game time, anything else you wanted to say about Ehlers before we keep going?
No, just, to me, he's a great depth guy.
Yeah.
But does now a guy that is known as a second or third line type of guy turn into a top end guy? Does he go to 18, 20 minutes a night? Is he that guy?
That was a nasty goal we just
Was
showed.
he held back? Was he held back in Winnipeg because of the depth?
It's a good question. I think his role, I think it's a very different system there than it is anywhere else. And guys tend to either really fit in or really not fit in, right? You think about Mikko Rantanen went there and he's like, bye-bye.
Ehlers,
But,
yeah.
well, hey, he's a skater, and they skate there.
He is. Last season, Ehlers has 63 points in 69 games. A couple seasons with bigger numbers. It depends how you use him for sure. But at 8.5, you're not paying him like Marner's 12. You're not paying him to be Eichel's 10. You're not paying him to be that. You're just paying him to be very good. Go get us 70 points, skate, make plays.
So we would
He's
put,
immediately on the top line
we
with Aho.
would put Nick Ehlers right there with Brock Besser in Vancouver, right?
And I take him ahead of
7.75 to 8.5 means that you aren't our superstar, you aren't our premier 1 and 2, but you can fall in right behind those guys.
It is a question of, can you win the Stanley Cup without having the top guy? Could you just have enough of the guys down below? And Florida kind of makes the case. They've done it physically, albeit, which is different. And Reinhart is a top guy.
And Burkov is...
Yeah, you're right.
He's a top
premier,
guy.
number one.
So this is the question.
Both ends of the ice,
Do you
the
have
best.
to have
Matthew
that
Tkachuk
to win
pretty
a
close,
cup?
too.
And I think it's been proven you do.
Yeah.
You do. And how do you get that? I think that's really hard. I think that's why they traded for Rantanen in the first place. It's hard to get those guys. They're the only team to win a cup. Was it 06? And they didn't have those guys then.
I think they'll be extremely good again.
Yeah, I think they're
They're gonna be
definitely the Metro fades.
Definitely. Game time?
Game time.
Right. It's game time presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Must be 19 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. Yes, Skipper?
Bet365. Jay's our favorite today.
They are not.
Oh,
Underdogs for the 4th straight game in a
Come
series
on.
where they have the
Sam's
chance to
just
sweep.
cashing in on this series.
I've been hot.
Yeah,
I
the Judge homer and the Jays win.
And
last
before
game.
I had Scherzer over strikeouts and win. I've been hot. I did miss on the Ernie home run on Canada Day, but that's okay. It was a bit of a long shot.
kind of a fun game last night.
Yeah. I
It was
mean,
a great game.
I mean, it was.
That's baseball, eh? 7, 8 runs. No problem.
Yeah.
Can I
There's like
say
9
though?
innings to get them all back.
Two things. I was lying on my couch and I was like settling in, got everything, made dinner, did all the things I needed to do before sit down. I'm like, it's 7-0. This is kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like a blowout. I was
It
kind of
got
hoping for, and I was like,
unboring.
oh crap.
Yeah.
But good. Sorry, not to go full Jays here, but good for John Schneider that they ended up winning that game, because one of the more, and you'll hear more of this on Blair and Barker coming up at 4 o'clock, but one of the most mind-numbing decisions in the history of baseball to not just put Aaron Judge on.
By the way, wasn't it bad by Judge, though?
Oh my God, he hit that to space, but
Yeah.
they've walked him in every big spot for the whole series, and it's like immediately on 4, immediately. Anyways, go ahead.
I mean, he just looks like a cartoon character at the
Oh
dish.
my
He's
gosh.
such a large animal. It's
And when he
crazy.
extends those arms,
Yeah.
it's like
He's a stud.
stud.
Absolute stud. All right. So I'm going to the game again tonight. I know.
You want to leave now?
No. That's good. I'll take it. I like the Jays again. I don't know why I wouldn't like the Jays. Plus 110. Good